Have you ever experienced a brief but powerful moment of eye contact that stuck with you? Maybe you've wondered if someone could be secretly interested in you. Is it possible that in our daily routines, a woman is quietly attracted to you, expressing her feelings through small actions and unspoken words? Here, we'll explore 10 clues that a woman might be secretly into you. But this isn't just a regular list. Using the calm and thoughtful perspective of Stoicism, we'll understand her actions with clear-headedness, helping you not only spot these clues, but also handle them with wisdom and control. Each clue will reveal a new aspect of her hidden interest, helping you understand her perspective without jumping to conclusions. But be aware, the biggest discovery is in the last clue, where everything becomes clear. Are you prepared to find out what she's been silently communicating all this time? Let's start. 1. Open body language. People say actions are more important than words, and when it comes to attraction, body language is the clearest form of communication. Picture yourself at a party. The room is full of chatter and laughter. In the middle of it all, you see her. She stands in an open way, her body naturally turned towards you, arms relaxed with a warm and sincere smile. Her eyes meet yours, holding your gaze a little longer than usual. Why is this significant? Because her body, often without her realizing it, is pulling her toward you. Open body language is a clear invitation, a quiet message that says, "I feel at ease with you." To get to know someone better, look for subtle cues. She might incline and move smoothly when you talk, copying your actions unconsciously. Her feet, an often missed clue, might point right at you, like they're pulled to you. However, as those who practice emotional control, we should watch without being controlled by our feelings. We value her welcoming body language as a way of connecting, but stay calm and avoid jumping to conclusions. Keep in mind, while her posture can show she's comfortable and interested, it's repeated actions that truly matter. Think about this. Next time you talk, notice how she sits or stands. Is her body language open only around you? Does she seem calmer and move easily when she's close? If so, you might have found a major sign of unspoken attraction. Here's a small but important point. Her eyes. Her eyes, they show her true feelings, and when there's a real connection, they reveal more than words. See how often she looks at you. A real smile and holding eye contact can make even boring chats special. But here's a key question. How do you react? Do you copy her openness or pull back, unsure of what she means? The strength of emotional control is staying calm and present, noticing her signals without letting your feelings control you. Every chat, every short moment is a chance to connect deeply, to learn her unspoken language. But remember, the text cuts off here. Deciphering a woman's true romantic interest is like uncovering layers, and each clue reveals more. To truly understand her affections, pay close attention to the small signs. One significant indicator is her growing focus on you, where her inquisitiveness becomes obvious. This heightened attention and interest can manifest in various ways. For example, she might remember seemingly insignificant details about you, your preferred film, a story you told a while ago, or even how you take your coffee. This isn't accidental. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, her interest in your life intensifies, becoming almost an obsession, present in every exchange. Picture this. You're at a social event, talking about weekend activities. You mention a unique pastime or a beloved place. Weeks later, she brings it up again, possibly suggesting you both visit. These aren't chance occurrences. They're purposeful displays of attentiveness, indicating she appreciates what you share and wants a closer bond. However, it's crucial to be realistic. How can we differentiate genuine interest from simple politeness? One instance of attentiveness could be mere courtesy, but frequent actions like asking about your day, remembering minor details, or consistently asking about your hobbies paint a clearer picture of her feelings, and her curiosity might not stop at casual conversation. Has she ever shown a deep interest in your past, your dreams, or your beliefs? When a woman wants to know the real you, it's a big hint she sees you as more than just a buddy. Think about how she acts when you talk about things you love. Does she seem truly interested? Does she ask more questions to keep the talk going? This shows she wants a real connection with you, to understand what makes you special. Instead of just enjoying her attention, use these times to have meaningful talks. Share what's important to you. Listen to what's important to her, and build respect and understanding. It's better to have a few deep talks than lots of shallow ones. Think about this. Has she started liking things you like? Maybe she's now a fan of your favorite team, or started listening to a band you mentioned. This means she's not just a little interested. She's trying to find ways to connect with you. Does she often bring up things you love? How does she react when you talk about what you've been doing or what you've accomplished? The answers can tell you a lot about how she really feels. There's more to it than just talk. If you notice, she's often close to you. It might not be by chance. The next sign will show you more about her quiet attraction. Get ready, because how close she gets, and if she touches you, can tell you a lot. Think of this. You're at a party, and even though there are lots of empty seats, she sits right next to you. Or maybe when you're talking, she leans in close. When someone's body keeps coming close to yours, it's usually not by chance. They're making an effort, sometimes without even realizing it, to be physically closer to you. Being close to someone physically is a strong sign of attraction, one that doesn't need any words. If a woman is secretly attracted to you, she'll look for ways to be near you, to be in the same area, and to feel your presence. She might always sit next to you or lightly touch your hand, as if by accident. These little actions can mean a lot more than they seem. Have you noticed how she seems to naturally move closer to you? Maybe in a group, she stands or sits so that she's close enough to touch you. Or when you're talking, she leans in, her shoulder just barely touching yours, creating a feeling of closeness even when there are other people around. These subtle but purposeful actions show she feels comfortable with you and is interested. And there's more. Little, seemingly harmless touches can also be very meaningful. Perhaps she gently taps your arm when she laughs, or pretends to brush something off your shoulder. These quick touches are her way of making a physical connection, seeing how you react to her touch and showing her attraction. However, it's important to be observant and not jump to conclusions. One touch could be an accident, but if she regularly seeks to be physically close to you, it means something else. Understand these signs clearly. Enjoy the moment, but don't get ahead of yourself. Let's consider the meaning of this. If you've found this information helpful, please show your support by liking this video. Your likes help us continue to provide valuable and educational content. Your involvement motivates us to share Stoic philosophy in daily life. Now, let's delve into the more nuanced aspects of attraction. We'll examine how mimicking actions and shared routines can be a quiet sign of connection. Don't go anywhere, as things are about to get even more interesting. Regarding mirroring and matching actions, have you ever noticed, during a conversation, a woman mirroring your gestures, copying your tone of voice, or even using your favorite words. It's as if she's completely in sync with you, creating a smooth, flowing interaction. This is called mirroring, and it's a strong sign of attraction. Mirroring goes beyond simple imitation. It's about connection. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she unconsciously starts to reflect your actions, syncing her pace with yours. For instance, if you lean forward, she might also lean forward. If you cross your arms, she might do the same shortly after. This isn't intentional coincidence. It's her way of building rapport and creating a sense of harmony. But it goes beyond physical gestures. Consider how she might start adopting your habits or preferences. Have you noticed her picking up on your favorite sayings, or perhaps aligning her schedule to fit your routine? Maybe she suddenly develops an interest in the same music, movies, or hobbies. You enjoy these subtle shifts, are her way of finding common ground and strengthening your connection from a stoic perspective. We appreciate these reflections as a natural part of human bonding. They remind us of the deep, subconscious ways we seek to connect with those we admire. However, we must remain mindful. While mirroring can reveal attraction, it's consistency and context that truly confirm her feelings. Imagine you mention a favorite coffee shop, and soon after she suggests meeting there, or perhaps you have a habit of using a particular hand gesture while speaking, and over time, you notice her incorporating it into her own conversations. These are not just random acts. They are quiet affirmations of her desire to align her world with yours. But here's the real question. How do you respond when you notice these mirrored behaviors? Do you acknowledge them, internally appreciating the connection, or do you dismiss them as mere coincidences? Stoicism teaches us to observe these patterns without jumping to conclusions, valuing the connection while remaining grounded in reality. Think about your own interactions. Have you seen her subtly matching your energy, your pace, or your choices? If so, you might already be experiencing the quiet dance of attraction. But there's more to discover in the next section. We'll explore how her communication habits can reveal even deeper layers of her affection. 5. Frequent communication. Imagine waking up to a thoughtful good morning text or receiving a message asking about your day. Perhaps she frequently sends you memes articles or songs that remind her of you. These seemingly simple gestures carry a deeper meaning. She's finding ways to keep the connection alive, even when you're not physically together. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she won't just wait for opportunities to communicate. She'll create them. She might comment on your social media posts, initiate conversations, or consistently respond to your messages with enthusiasm and curiosity. Her goal is clear. She wants to maintain a presence in your life. But how can we distinguish genuine attraction from mere friendliness? The answer lies in the depth and consistency of her communication. Does she frequently bring up personal topics, asking about your thoughts and feelings? Does she follow up on past conversations, showing that she's truly listening and invested? These are signs that her interest goes beyond surface-level interaction. As Stoics, we value the quality of communication over its quantity. We recognize her efforts to engage his meaningful gestures, but we also understand the importance of maintaining full gestures. But we also understand the importance of maintaining balance. Frequent communication is a gift, but it should never define our sense of self. Worth. Consider her timing as well. Does she often reach out at moments when she knows you might need support or encouragement? Maybe she sends you a quick message before a big meeting or checks in after a stressful day. These thoughtful acts show that she's paying attention, offering her presence even in small, quiet ways. But communication isn't just about words. It's about the feeling behind them. Pay attention to how she writes. Are her messages personalized and warm, filled with inside jokes or references to shared experiences? If so, she's likely trying to deepen your bond through shared understanding. Now, here's where I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed? Someone consistently reaching out, making an effort to stay connected. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences add depth to this exploration of human connection through Stoicism. Next, we'll step into a more intimate realm of attraction. Compliments. These aren't just about your looks. They touch the core of who you are. Stay with us because this journey is only getting more fascinating. 6 genuine compliments. Compliments, when sincere, have a way of touching the soul. They're more than just kind words. They're windows into how someone perceives and values you. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, her compliments will stand out. They'll go beyond the surface and delve into the essence of who you are. Think about the last time she complimented you. Did she merely say, "You look nice," or did she remark on something deeper, like your work ethic, sense of humor, or how you handle challenges? For instance, instead of a generic "great job," she might say, "I really admire how dedicated you are to your goals." It's inspiring. These thoughtful words reveal that she sees and appreciates your unique qualities. Have you noticed her picking up on small details? Maybe she complimented your ability to stay calm under pressure, or your knack for making people feel comfortable. These aren't just observations. They're signs that she's paying close attention to who you are at your core. From a Stoic perspective, we accept compliments with grace and humility. We recognize their value without letting them inflate our ego. Genuine praise is a reflection of another's admiration, and while it's important to acknowledge, it's equally crucial to stay grounded. Let's dive deeper. Compliments tied to your values or character are especially telling. Imagine her saying, "I really appreciate how you always find time for your friends." No matter how busy you are, such remarks indicate that she values your priorities and the way you navigate life. But compliments can also be playful, designed to bring a smile to your face. Perhaps she teases you about your quirky habits, but her words carry an undertone of affection. Or maybe she compliments your sense of humor, remarking on how you can make even the dullest moments enjoyable. Here's a thought. How do you usually respond to compliments? Do you brush them off, or do you take a moment to acknowledge their sincerity? Stoicism encourages us to appreciate these gestures while maintaining our emotional equilibrium. Finally, observe the consistency of her compliments. If they're frequent, personalized, and touch on various aspects of your life, she's likely expressing her silent admiration. And as we continue, we'll uncover how nervousness can be another surprising indicator of her hidden feelings. Stay with us. The most subtle signs often speak the loudest. 7. Finding common interests. Picture this. You're casually discussing your latest hobby, maybe hiking, photography, or even a new book you've been reading. A few days later, she not only remembers, but shows a surprising amount of enthusiasm. She suggests going on a hike together, mentions she's been researching cameras, or starts reading the book. You mention coincidence. Hardly. When a woman is quietly attracted to you, she'll naturally seek out common ground. Why? Because shared interests are a powerful way to deepen a connection. By aligning her cities with yours, she's creating opportunities to spend more time together and foster a sense of belonging. But this isn't about superficial mirroring. It's about genuine curiosity and effort. Think about it. How often have you seen her genuinely dive into your world, asking detailed questions about your favorite pastimes? Maybe she's suddenly eager to learn more about your love for jazz, music, or your passion for cooking. These efforts reveal more than just polite interest. They show a desire to build a bridge between your lives. Now, as practitioners of Stoicism, we recognize the beauty in these shared experiences. They're not just moments of bonding, but also opportunities for mutual growth. By engaging in activities that bring you both joy, You're laying the foundation for a meaningful connection. But remember, Stoicism teaches us to remain mindful and present, enjoying these shared moments without becoming overly dependent on them. You noticed her making plans that center around your interests. Perhaps she suggests attending a local event you've mentioned in passing, or invites you to join her in an activity she knows you enjoy. These aren't just casual invitations. They're deliberate acts to integrate your lives in subtle but meaningful ways. Here's a question for you. Have you ever found yourself surprised by how much she knows about your favorite hobby? Or perhaps you've noticed her enthusiasm growing, mirroring your own passion. How did that make you feel? Recognizing these signs is key to understanding the silent messages she's sending. And don't forget the small gestures. Maybe she gives you a book by your favorite author, or brings up a niche topic you once casually mentioned. These thoughtful acts show that she's not only listening, but also cherishing the things that matter to you. As we transition to the next sign, let's focus us on another silent language, body language. Specifically, how open, inviting postures and genuine smiles can speak louder than words. If you've been picking up on her subtle shifts in physical presence, the next section will resonate deeply. 8. Open body language. Have you ever felt the magnetic pull of someone's presence before they even utter a word? That's the power of body language. And when a woman is secretly attracted to you, her nonverbal cues will be impossible to miss. Imagine this. Her posture is open, her arms uncrossed, and she faces you directly, as if the rest of the room fades away when you're near. Open body language is her way of saying, I'm comfortable with you. I'm comfortable with you. I'm engaged, and I want to be here. Pay attention to how often she leans in during conversations or maintains steady eye contact. These actions signal not just interest, but a desire for connection. Her body often unconsciously reflects the openness of her feelings. Have you noticed her smile? Not just any smile, but the kind that reaches her eyes, a genuine expression of joy and warmth. A smile like that isn't merely polite. It's a reflection of the happiness she feels in your presence. These moments, though silent, are profoundly telling. From a Stoic viewpoint, these cues remind us to be fully present in our interactions. We don't need to overanalyze or obsess over every movement. Instead, we simply observe and appreciate the unspoken connection. Stoicism teaches us to find value in the moment without letting it dictate our emotional state. Let's delve deeper into the subtleties. Have you ever noticed her mirroring your movements? Maybe when you lean back, she does too, or when you rest your hand on the table. Here soon follows. This subconscious mimicry creates a sense of harmony, reinforcing the bond between you. But there's more. Body language isn't just about posture or movement. It's also about proximity. Does she often close the gap between you, even in group settings? Perhaps she chooses to stand a little closer than necessary, or her gestures subtly draw her toward you. These are all signs that her body is responding to the silent pull of attraction. Consider her reactions during moments of sharing laughter or deep conversation. Does she lean in her face, lighting up with a genuine smile? Does she lean in her face, lighting up with a genuine smile? Her bodies seem to naturally gravitate toward yours, creating an invisible thread of connection. These subtle cues speak volumes about her comfort and interest. As you reflect on these observations, remember that Stoicism encourages us to remain composed and grounded. Open body language is a beautiful indicator of attraction. But it's the consistency of these gestures that truly matters. Watch for patterns and allow the connection to unfold naturally. Next, we'll uncover a deeper layer of attraction. When she starts envisioning a future with you, how do her words and actions reveal her long-term intentions? Stay tuned, because the signs ahead will bring even more clarity to her hidden feelings. 9. Making future plans. Have you ever noticed her casually weaving you into her future? Perhaps she says, we should check out that new restaurant next week, or there's a concert Coming up, we should go together. These aren't random suggestions. They're clear signs that she's imagining a future with you. In it, when a woman is secretly attracted to you, her plans will start to include you even in small ways. She might not directly confess her feelings, but her desire to spend more time with you to create shared experiences speaks volumes. These invitations are her way of saying, I see you as part of my life, and I want us to have more moments together. Think about it. How often does she bring up future events, trips, or activities that involve you? Maybe it's as simple as suggesting you try a new cafe together, or perhaps she mentions a long-term goal and hints at your involvement. These conversations show that you're not just a passing presence. In her life, you're someone she wants to build memories with from a stoic perspective. These moments remind us of the importance of living in the present while being open to future possibilities. We don't rush to conclusions or let our emotions cloud our judgment. Instead, we appreciate her efforts to create meaningful plans, understanding their deeper significance without becoming overly attached to them. Consider this. Does she often ask about your availability for upcoming weekends or suggest coordinating your schedules? For an event, these subtle actions indicate that she's thinking about you even when you're not around. And it's not just about the immediate future. Her comments might even hint at long-term possibilities like vacations or shared goals. But it's not only about what she says, it's also about how she reacts when you make plans together. Notice the excitement in her voice, the way her eyes light up when you agree to her suggestions. These are genuine expressions of her happiness at the prospect of spending more time with you. Ask yourself, how often do you find her steering conversations toward the future? Does she seem genuinely invested in creating opportunities for you, both to connective? So it's a sign she's quietly hoping for more now, as you reflect on these moments. Let's transition to the next layer of her silent attraction, her protective instincts. How does her concern for your well-being reveal her deeper feelings? Keep reading, because this sign brings us even closer to understanding the full picture. 10. Protectiveness and support. Have you ever felt her unwavering support, even in the smallest of challenges? Perhaps she checks in on you after a tough day, offers to help with a project, or even defends you in conversations. These actions aren't just acts of kindness. They are signs of deep care and affection. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, here, protectiveness becomes evident. She'll show concern for your well-being, often going out of her way to ensure you're okay, whether it's bringing you soup when you're sick or encouraging you to chase your dreams. Her actions speak of someone who genuinely values your happiness and success. Consider the time she stood by your side during difficult moments. Did she offer words of encouragement reminding you of your strengths? Or perhaps she took practical steps to help, like staying late, to assist with a deadline, or offering a listening ear when you needed it most. These gestures highlight her investment in your life, her desire to be a source of comfort and support. From a stoic viewpoint, we recognize and appreciate this protectiveness as a reflection of genuine care. However, we remain mindful not to rely solely on her support for our emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us to find strength within ourselves, while valuing the connections that uplift and inspire us. But protectiveness isn't just about offering help. It's also about standing up for. You noticed her defending your ideas or supporting your perspectives in group discussions. This shows that she respects your opinions and wants others to see the value in them as well. Ask yourself, how often does she prioritize your needs, even in small ways? Maybe she offers to drive you home when you're tired, or remembers to bring your favorite snack to a shared outing. These acts, though subtle, are powerful indicators of her silent affection. Now, let's consider how she celebrates your victories. Does she celebrate your victories? Does she genuinely share in your joy when you achieve something significant? Whether it's a career milestone or a personal accomplishment, her pride in your success reveals the depth of her feelings as we close this journey through the 10 signs of silent attraction. Remember these gestures, though. Quiet, speak louder than words. And now it's your turn to reflect. Have you experienced these signs in your own interactions? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Understanding attraction through subtle cues is both an art and a science. By observing these 10 signs, open body language, increased attention, frequent communication, and more, you can gain deeper insights into her feelings. But remember, Stoicism teaches us to approach these moments with mindfulness and balance, appreciating the connection without losing ourselves in it. If you found this journey insightful, show your support by liking this video. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical wisdom grounded in Stoic philosophy. Share this video with someone who might benefit from these insights. And let's continue exploring the complexities of human connection together. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay mindful and stay stoic.